Okay, this is Louis Gilbert on Breitbart on Friday, May 10th, and they're talking about the Constitution and how Rep. Nadler used to really know it, and talking about getting back to teaching that and the Bible. The things I'd like to bring up is we've taught this, we're teaching it tomorrow in Indiana. We've taught it over 74 times in the last 4+ years, and Sue and her husband want to take it from your office in Tyler. So, anyway, let's hear what we have to say about the Constitution.
Pattern with the left, as I keep noting, is the more they talk about the Constitution, the less they honor it. So that is
great. That's so great. You're right. You're right.
Thank you. And there's been so much Constitution talk over the last couple of weeks. By the way, I love when they talk about the Constitution. I wish we would get back to the Constitution, but it
Exactly.
is generally a hint they're running in the other direction. What do you make
and Jerry Nadler, my first term, 05 and 6, Nadler talked about the Constitution, and back then he meant it. And he was very concerned about Fourth Amendment protections and not being spied on, and the government doing too much surveillance, and FISA court powers and Patriot Act powers. And that guy's gone away. Because the Obama administration, they were all in on violations of the Constitution if it was going after the Republicans. Not one word in defense of against surveillance by our government. So we got to get back to following the Constitution. But you know what, Alex, and you had this conversation with Prager, John Adams, he understood the Constitution. He said in 1797 when he was president, this Constitution was meant for a moral and religious people.
Maybe he did say that one time, but I'm pretty sure most of the quote is moral and virtuous people. And we are a Judeo Christian country, and we need the Bible in school, the greatest of the great books, because how else are we going to teach virtue? And why in the heck did the Texas State Board of Education, vote on whether or not to remove Moses from the TEKS?
It is wholly inadequate for the government of any others. And unless we get back to the things you and Dennis were talking about, then the Constitution won't work. It will not work. You can't have Second Amendment rights with people that don't understand the difference between right and wrong, defense and killing and murder. You can't have a Second Amendment right or First Amendment rights if we don't get back to teaching there is right and there is wrong. It is not a matter of being relative. There's right and wrong. We got to get back to teaching it.
Congress?
Okay, Fritz Hager was on TV the other night, and he's got a program about religion and education and what are the limits, something I keep forgetting. But anyway, they're going to have a program for parents and teachers or staff, and it's a project of Bethel Bible and Green Acres Baptist. It'd be great if you could show up and, well, confirm that we are a Judeo-Christian country. We should be teaching the greatest of the great books. The Supreme Court decisions made in 1962 and 63 are bogus and unfounded. They went beyond their constitutional duty because that's not an enumerated power for them, and it was specifically prohibited in the Second Amendment. So anyway, Louis, I hope you're genuine about getting back to teaching the Constitution and the Bible in public schools.